Adam,
Yep.
you're a man that knows a lot about microphones, a lot about omnidirectional things, right? Means every direction.
All of them.
What about inward?
Ooh.
So today Sweetwater sent us some Earthworks microphones. We're going to test out both their omni and omni directional. It's a prefix.
It's pretty good.
That's well known. Omni.
Omnidirectional.
To see if it can read our thoughts. So you are a sound designer of great acclaim. We are in a one-of-a-kind room. Maybe not one of a kind, because we're in a place where there's other rooms like this. But tell us a little bit about this room.
It was originally probably 20 by 14 by 10, and I don't know if you can understand.
I can understand 20 by 14 by 10. I know my numbers.
It's got 2 feet of treatment going all around. So from here, the entire room is built out with bass traps and everything, and it's almost like an anechoic chamber.
So it's like completely like dead, really.
Yeah.
You just hear what you hear. So this is the perfect place to just kind of mess around with some cool microphones that Sweetwater sent over.
And record our thoughts.
And maybe do some sound design and do something pretty at the same time. Should we get to it, bud?
Let's get to it.
Time for a little bit of lightness and goodness, some acoustic guitar, recorded traditionally with these excellent microphones. Okay, so now we have Adam. He's recorded, what was it, the giant bass?
It's a 5-string, 7/8 upright bass.
Okay, and now we're in Logic. This is what we have.
We have just a captured mess of a chaotic, toxic performance. That was all for sound design. We weren't trying to play anything. But what's really cool about capturing at high sample rates is, firstly, we're recording at 96K, so we can just sample more of that higher frequency information, because these microphones go a little bit higher than a conventional mic. They'll capture frequencies up to 40K. There are other mics on the market that'll go up to 100K. What those tend to do is just get more high resolution detail. So you can imagine having a very high resolution camera that when you zoom in on it, you just continue to get more and more detail the further you go. What's unique about these mics, because they're so flat in their frequency response in all frequencies, and because they capture so much detail in the top end, when you stretch the sounds out, it preserves the transients. So we're just going to stretch the sound out. You have no idea what it's going to sound like when you stretch it out, and it kind of opens up a whole new world, as if someone gave you a microscope and you're hearing things that were just never there to begin with. So
okay, so hold on. First of all, so this is how have you set up this Logic project?
Basically, this is just a stereo pair at 96K. There's nothing else going on here.
Okay.
And all I'm doing is enabling the time stretching algorithm to speed. And what speed is going to do is essentially slow the playback down.
Okay, so this would be flex time in Logic?
Yep, and it's just going to speed. So like we have, this is just what it sounds like. It's just, it's a very accurate representation, very transparent based on what happens. So now stretch that and take that same sound. That's very evil. And you can go as far as the resolution allows. So the higher sample rate you go, the higher the microphone samples go up, the cleaner the stretch of the sound is going to be. Now what's crazy about that is it's so detailed and so violent and aggressive. You can take and sample just little parts of that, like just that woofing, that. It makes like a really pure, clean bass sound. This mic is doing a great job of capturing a lot of the purity of the sound.
Even though that is super stretched, it still sounds like a real sound.
Yeah, like if you look at how far, so that's this is this, I mean, maybe it's. So let's take that really short sound. Like what's cool is you have to think like this sounds like something kind of useless, right? It's super short, tiny little, not even seconds long, but we can like kind of open up a whole world of... Really just put like a really simple reverb on it. And it sounds totally unique.
Well, also being deep underground with you in this very dimly lit hellscape that you've created here also adds to the vibe in a way that Earthworks microphones maybe did not anticipate. And now for the most important part of the video, Adam, you ready for this? Can these microphones hear our thoughts? So we're going to point them at our respective heads, and then we're going to think thoughts and see if it works. You ready for this?
Okay, here we are thinking. I should probably be thinking my own thoughts, but really I'm just deeply worried about what Adam might say.
Do you ever think about bugs? Like, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of bugs.
He's got that look in his eye that he's about to give the bug talk.
Oh, God. You know, I heard that the insect to human biomass ratio is approximately 250 million to 1, which means for every 250 million pounds of bug, there's 1 pound of Sean.
I wonder if he's gotten to the part about the biomass index fun facts that he read on Reddit yet.
I didn't read on Reddit. Is it entomology or etymology? One's about words and one's about bugs. I can't remember.
He's still got. Is he still on the bugs?
You ever thought about drowning? You know, like you probably wouldn't die instantly. Like it would take a really long time for like the water to fill your lungs and to lose consciousness and to like fall to the bottom of the ocean. What's going on down there? The bottom of the ocean. So much stuff.
So now I feel like I can directly hear and communicate with him. I feel by the time you get to the bottom of the ocean, Adam, you'd be far dead.
I think that you're misconceived on that. It would take a very long time for you to die if you were falling to the bottom of the ocean.
With no oxygen? What are you talking about?
You wouldn't descend. It would be agony all the way down. You wouldn't lose consciousness. You would be just like holding your breath as long as you could, and you would be descending at a very slow rate.
Well, like what am I got like brick shoes or something?
Yeah,
like
and even still, you could only descend so fast. The amount of time it would take you to get to the bottom.
I just start taking huge gulps of water, speed that
And
up.
in that time, you would be, your entire body would be going through probably the most agonizing, painful process that a human being can fathom. And it would probably take about 10 minutes to finally die before that pain stopped.
The only thing more painful than that is sitting in this quiet room with you.
Well, you invited yourself here, buddy.
Oh man, what do you think? What do you think about our thoughts?
Never do that to me again.
That's it, man. Listen, I've learned my lesson for sure.
These mics should be banned.
around this guy.
Around this guy.
You got to put him on the Earthworks mic registry.
I mean, I didn't think that would work. But yeah.
Hey, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
So check it out. Feel the links in the description. Thank you to people for sponsoring the video. Go show Adam some love. We're gonna have some content over on his channel pretty soon.
Don't do that.
I bet. Show him some love.
No love after what he thought.
Okay. Show him what he deserves. How about that? What you think he deserves is what you should show him.
Oh, God.
But thank you for walking me through a little bit about sample rates and frequency rates and stuff like that.
Yeah, that stuff. What's the frequency rate?
Learned a lot. See ya.